Hey everybody, I'm back to talk about baseball. So baseball playoffs start next week. Like, what? Tomorrow is the final day of the MLB regular season. And for two teams in particular, it is actually coming down to the final game of the season, game 162, on whether or not they are getting the wild card spot in order to play on Tuesday. The Yankees had the chance to clinch with a win today, but they've dropped the last two games to Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay has already clinched the American League East Division. So divisional winners, they're already a shoo-in for the playoffs. That's how it works, even in football. So it is what it is there. And then you have your wild card spots. And now we're playing with two wild card spots in each league. I don't know. I don't know why they keep revamping the playoffs to, get more teams in there, because now, because they've done this, the Major League playoffs for this season have the potential, depending on which teams advance, it has the potential for the World Series to play all the way into the beginning of November, because the divisional series is best of 5, and the conference and World Series are both best of 7. So games 5, 6, and 7 are if necessary. And the World Series has the potential to be played in November. And in November, we're going to be watching for who's going to possibly start playing for playoff contention spots in the NFL. November is going to be a crazy month, because nobody's going to want to be worrying about, the World Series wrapping up in the beginning of November, and then, try to switch gears towards NFL playoff runs. College basketball will be starting, and that gets crazy enough as it is. So it's going to be nuts. But as it stands right now, both Boston and the Yankees are tied at 91 and 70 apiece. The Yankees won today, the Yankees lost 12-2, and Boston won. So the Yankees need to win tomorrow, and Boston needs to lose. If both teams win, it basically comes down to a tiebreaker game between the two teams on Monday. And pretty much whichever team wins, or something like that, that team gets the wild card spot and moves on to the playoffs. The Yankees are trying to go for a 5th year in a row. And personally, as a Mets fan, you want to see your rival not go. As a New York fan, You want to see the Yankees go so that they can potentially bring the World Series trophy back to New York. So it's kind of one of those that it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it's like, give another team a chance. You're tired of, seeing Boston in there, tired of seeing the Yankees in there, tired of seeing the Dodgers in there. Now the Cardinals are in there again. The Giants are back in there. Come on. The Rays are in there again. Houston's in there again. What's going on? And, fun fact about the Mets, they're the first team in Major League history to hold on to first place for 103 days and then end the season with a losing record, because only the Mets could do that. And then today, they decide to activate Robert Gesellman off the IL, option Tyler Miguel, and then designate for assignment Robert Drury. Like, why? There is only 1 day left in the regular season. What is the point? There isn't one. Leave the 40-man roster as it is. We already know that one of the pitchers or whatever isn't going to pitch his final game. I think that Stroman was actually supposed to pitch tomorrow, but now he's not pitching. Carrasco is, which I don't understand that either. Stroman was actually, putting up really, really great numbers. Nothing against Carrasco, but you should have just pulled Carrasco for the rest of the season. Let Stroman finish it out. But as far as activating another pitcher from the IL, optioning the rookie, and then designating Drury for assignment, that was just asinine. Like, you've already embarrassed the fans enough. I mean, the other day when they just completely annihilated the Marlins, like, where was that kind of hitting when we still had a chance for the National League East Division, when we had a chance to take it back after losing it? Where was that kind of hitting and run scoring when we had a chance to either take the division back or get the wild card spot ahead of St. Louis? Like, there were so many chances that they just didn't take. And they wonder why the fan base is as hard on them as they are. I'm sorry. You look at any fan base, the New York fan base is the toughest ones, because we will tell you when we love you, and when you start fucking up, guess what? We're going to tell you about yourself. Like when the three players were giving the thumbs down to the fans, yeah, we told you about yourself and got it corrected, because no, we pay your salary. Don't try that in New York, because it's not going to work. Might work out in LA. It's not going to work in New York. So, it's just this team. I don't think that I've ever been more disappointed in a Mets team than I was. Oh, I'm trying to find the right words, because I thought the 2007 team disappointed Met fans the most when we had that epic 7-game collapse at the end of September. No, this team, the 2021 team that had so much promise, so much capability, they let the fans down. And that's just my opinion. But also, I'm on Twitter a lot, and that's also the opinion of a lot of other Met fans around that have been Met fans longer than I have been alive. And yeah, okay, the Wilpons are gone. Adios, sayonara. We have Steve Cohen as our owner now. Yes, we were expecting changes, but to epically fall apart the way that they did, completely unacceptable. Something's got to change. So I'm going to end that rant because I can go on and on, and I don't want to. So back to the MLB playoff race. Okay, Washington is the ones that play Boston tomorrow. Games are not starting until 3:05. Okay, that's weird. All games start at 3 o'clock. So anywhere between 3 o'clock and 3:20 tomorrow. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 games that haven't decided a pitcher. Okay, then. Yep. The first, or the American League wildcard game is Tuesday at 8 o'clock on ESPN. No idea who it's going to be between. Wednesday is the National League wildcard game. And we're waiting to see who St. Louis's opponent is going to be. It's either going to be San Francisco or the Dodgers, because let's see, if we look at the standings, the Dodgers are like right on the heels of the Giants. They're in a game and a half behind. I mean, they both have clinched a playoff berth. The Dodgers are on a 5-game win streak. Let's see. The Dodgers are playing right now. The Giants have already lost. So the Dodgers win. They gain a half a game, I believe. So we will have to see what happens with that Milwaukee Dodgers matchup. So I will be checking on that later tonight for sure. So that game will be aired on TBS, and it looks like St. Louis is going to start Adam Wainwright. And then on Thursday will be game 1 of the American League Division Series with Chicago and Houston. And then whoever the winner of the wild card game from Tuesday is will play Tampa Bay. There are not times on that yet. So still TBDs. Yep. I'm gonna check back on those later and see what happens. Just tomorrow is going to be interesting. I've got baseball games to watch. I have basketball to watch. I did not realize basketball was going to be back already. I thought basketball started the 19th of October. But it looks like games are starting tomorrow. It's only one game tomorrow, and it's Brooklyn and the Lakers, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Definitely thought that the season started later. Oh, it's preseason. Okay. Ha ha, joke's on me. I was like, what? Okay, so looks like there's like 4 preseason games, and then the regular season does start the 19th of October. I was like, okay, somebody's playing a prank on me. Somebody changed the dates and didn't tell me. So tomorrow, Nets, Lakers, preseason game. But the regular season for the Nets does start October 19th. I'm excited about that because it is a rematch against Milwaukee. So that should be a good game. NBA TV. I'm not sure if I get that. So we'll see what happens. I think NBA or WNBA is in playoffs now. Yes, they're in the playoffs. So they've got semifinals game 3 tomorrow. And then game 5, if necessary, on Friday. All right. Cool. And then October 12th, I believe, is when the hockey regular season kicks off. So that should be a week from Tuesday. Let me see. Yes. Oh, we had a 2-point game with 10.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Yep, the regular season for hockey starts October 12th. Looks like for mostly everybody, the last preseason game is going to be October 9th. So, lots going on. And I think with that, we can wrap up for the night. And like I said in the last one, see you guys after the Monday night game. So probably do a recap Tuesday. Talk with the hubby, see what's going on there. See how he wants to do it. So, bye guys.